Hello and welcome to the Pretty Girls Club. We finally have a fellow pretty girl on the podcast.
Thank you.
I take it back. So anyways, this is the Kai Ying that I always talk about, who is behind the camera and
hello.
the producer of this podcast. Today is a very special episode. So we have Kai Ying in front of the camera and finally on the podcast.
This is very stressful for me. I am very system nervosa, as I've told Preeti. I am not used to being in front of the camera with her. But yeah, I feel that this is a very apt episode for me to be on, which you'll understand later. So yes.
I mean,
Preeti.
you guys can see the title, so it's kind of sad that this is an apt episode. But I'm glad it's finally happening though. Woo! Okay, so yeah, you guys can see the title. This episode is, as much as it's not a fun topic, I feel like we would have a field day talking about this because we have lots of things to say.
Yes.
So this
many opinions.
episode, yeah, many opinions and all correct opinions. So
We're
don't
always
forget.
right.
Before we actually start anything, we're gonna take a sip of our drink.
Drink.
So some beer,
Cheers.
soju,
Cheers.
shares, as Wisan would say, shares. Okay, so this is a very cozy setup, by the way. It's not a usual style, but
Yeah, no
maybe
pink
it
chair
should
right
be.
now.
Yeah, okay. So yes, okay. So this episode is all about cheating assholes. Unfortunately, we know a few too many, and I guess we're just gonna talk about how we feel about cheating in general, and why we're even talking about this is obviously, if you look at our current affairs, literally, you will see a lot of cheating assholes in the
Boo.
news.
Boo.
So the people who are supposed to be like
Running our country.
exactly running our country, role models, setting good examples for citizens of Singapore, all turn out to be cheating assholes.
Sigh.
Yeah, so disappointing, but are we actually shocked? We just have to pretend shocked. Anyways, so yeah, that is the reason why we decided to make an episode about this, because all that's been happening, and of course, if you read the news, the pop culture news about Ariana Grande,
The only kind of news that I consume, which is pop culture news.
I only consume fake news.
Well, anyway,
Oh, chat.
Child. Anyway, so
So yeah, so we decided, okay, you know what, very timely, we need to talk about this because we have very strong opinions about it. We
Yeah.
have been talking about this in our own friendship forever, for years.
for years.
So about time we talk about all these dumbasses. And also I put this out on Instagram and I asked you, I put out a very funny Insta story. I'll put it
I will
on,
put
yeah,
it-
on
I will
screen.
put it on
Kai Ying
the
will put it
screen.
on the screen. Yeah. So put out a really funny story to ask you guys, like, to just send in your story if you know, if you've unfortunately been cheated on, or you know some asshole,
Like
some
stories.
asshole's cheating story. So just just tell us about it. And we got so many entries, and I decided to not tell Kai Ying anything prior to this episode.
Yeah, I
So-
feel very stressed out right now.
Because I thought it'd be more fun if I just
React,
read the
right?
stories, we live react and talk about it.
Yeah.
Because I've only seen the screenshots. I haven't really had time to think about all the stories I got, because it's a lot. So let's just get into it. It's going to be a long episode. Unfortunately, a lot of stories about cheating assholes out there. First of all, I apologize to anyone listening who has been cheated on.
I apologize too. You don't deserve it, girl.
I mean, apology shouldn't come from us. It should have already come from that cheating asshole. But if it hasn't, then I'm
don't
glad
ex-
you left. I'm glad you walked away.
we don't
away.
expect much from them.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Expect nothing, especially
Yeah.
if it's from a man. Anyways, so if you've been cheated on, sorry, this episode is going to be slightly triggering, I'm sure. But hopefully I don't know, hopefully this provides you some form of like
You're not
solace.
alone,
Like, I don't
yeah.
know, like, just know that we are here in solidarity with you guys.
Yeah.
Nobody deserves this shit. And we have very strong opinions about it. So hopefully this episode at least keeps you entertained and keeps you agreeing throughout.
I hope so.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna start by talking about our personal experiences. And unfortunately, we've both had the displeasure of dating a lot of loser men. So you're welcome, by the way, loser men listening. But anyways,
So sad for us.
yeah, sucks for us, honestly.
Yeah, it
always.
really does.
Yeah, but what sucks even more is that Kai Ying unfortunately has a cheating asshole story. So take it away, Kai Ying.
Oh man. Okay, I will take it away. I mean, like what Preeti said about like the solidarity. Like, just know that this happens. The shitty truth is it happens more often than we think. And like, you're not alone. So you can always talk to your girlfriends about it. And if you
Yeah.
don't, you can DM Preeti about it. But yeah.
I can talk about it on a podcast.
Yeah, correct. So okay, so my story, this happened like a few years back, and I dated this guy for like 4+ years, almost 5 years. But I was like pretty young then, like probably year one in poly, I think 17 years old, so young, naive, and stupid as fuck. But yeah, so I dated this guy, and then I was pretty like sure that I was gonna marry him, and I was like gonna have his babies. And I was like, oh my god, gonna marry this man, like the first boyfriend I ever had, gonna marry him. Dumb. But
that's also me, by the way. Okay, anyways, go on.
okay, yeah. So we dated for 4+ years, blah 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 blah, and like towards the end of the relationship, we actually like this is something that I just told Preeti yesterday that she didn't know, but we actually did like break up like total of 4 times, okay? And it's crazy because all 4 times that we broke up, he initiated the breakup. But yeah, so the first, like, I didn't feel that anything was wrong in the relationship towards the end, but like the 3 times that he sort of like broke up with me, he asked for me back within 24 hours. So
of course,
yeah, like, so obviously being the girly that I am, like honestly, sometimes you have to say, even if you don't believe it, I will say like, oh, next time is the last time. If you do it again, I'll leave you.
Yeah.
But like, it's so much easier said than done. So I completely understand. So after like 3 times, the 4th time actually, out of the blue, okay, I swear, he texted me and said, I need to talk. And then I was like, oh my god, like,
tell him you don't speak, dumb bitch.
I don't
Should
know.
have said
Yeah.
that.
Damn it. Me thinking I should have said that. But basically, like, he just out of the blue said, like, we need to talk. And, like, I know whenever he brought up the we need to talk thing, it's always, like, some shit is going to happen, lah. So I like, okay, what we need to talk about. And deadass, this man was like, oh, I feel that, like, I need to take a break from our relationship. I need to find myself. Okay?
Ooh.
And it's always that line, okay? Find myself.
Why do men always find themselves
I don't
in
know why
other
they always
people's
lost.
vaginas?
Yes, but why they always lost? Like, where? You lose yourself where? Where did it go? Where? I don't know.
It's someone else's vagina.
Deadass. Oh my god. So yeah. And then like, obviously I was like, okay, yeah, like, I'm not gonna be that girly that is like, oh my god, no, stay with me, like, fine, you want to go, like, go, okay, we take a break.
Yeah.
So we took a break for like a month plus, and then during this month, like, it was no contact. Like, TikTok girlies, no contact. So it's like no conversations, nothing. I reply his stories, no reply. Like, it's just kind of an asshole thing to do. Like, we were together for like almost 4 years, 5 years. You can't expect me to just no contact, right?
Yeah.
So I got a hint and I didn't contact him anymore. And then I heard from a couple of my other friends that like they saw him out with somebody else, blah blah blah. And I was just like, sus, but didn't know what to believe. So then after like a month, I contacted him and I said like, I think we should break up, because like this take a break thing, I mean, to each his own, whether people believe that it works or not. For me, I think my situation with him, it didn't work, because he said his reason is to find himself, right? I wouldn't think a month would help you find yourself. So we should just break up lah. I mean, give you your space to go and find yourself, and I'm not strung along like a Dumbo, like, you know? Yeah, so that's what happened. And then after that, basically, long story short, okay, this story very long, right? Long story short, like, I found out, like, from a couple of my own close friends that still hung out with him, some of his friends that told me that he actually already was, like, cheating on me, lah. Basically, before we broke up, he was already talking to some other girl on Instagram. Like, he was the one who initiated a conversation with her and things like that. I mean, these are, of course, facts that I have not corroborated with him, because I don't intend to speak to him.
Yeah.
But I believe that if you already had the intention to cheat, then you are a cheater, lah. I mean, it's just not right, lah. But yeah, I mean, I've had heard other stories about him too, but facts that I cannot corroborate, so I will not alleged, but so I will not put him on blast here. He knows, and my friends know what I know, so that's not important. But mainly, like, he did cheat. My friends saw him. My other friends corroborated that story, so I don't feel the need to go and interrogate him, in a sense. Yeah.
Also, good riddance.
Hell yeah.
I am so happy that this piece of shit is no longer in your life.
Long time not in my life, really.
Also, for context, Kai Ying and I know each other for damn long. Like, we know each other since mass comm, and Kai Ying was my junior.
I was 17. 10 years,
Yeah. Oh my god, we've known each other for 10 years.
Yeah.
But we only got super close in the last, like, I would say 3-4 years. Yeah, so we got super close, and it's always both of us plus Wisan, which you all know and love. Anyways,
love him to death, though.
So yeah, I love Wisan. But yeah, so yeah, that's for context. That's how close we are. So I know, like, I knew Kai Ying when she was together with her ex. I knew Like we were never close like that. But then like
I mean, we were all from the same school. So,
same school, also worked at the same place, and then eventually now we are working together.
Yeah.
So worked out full circle amazingly for us. But good riddance that the trash man is gone from your life. Like I'm glad.
Cool. No doubt.
So I feel like I feel like both of us, every time we talk about like cheating stories or anybody, and I mean it's very easy for us to sit here and say like men are assholes, cheating assholes, but obviously it could happen
that
both
is
ways.
generalization
And
also lah.
yeah. And like we're not stupid. When we say men are trash, we are not talking about every single man. Don't need to come and clarify. If you come and clarify, then you're stupid and you're probably one
Then
of the
you're
trash
the trash
men.
one.
Yeah,
Yes.
dumb.
Correct.
So like sometimes we make sweeping statements like that, but that's because we are women and we're sensitive and emotional, right? So let's be.
Let me be the girly, sensy girly.
Exactly. So yeah, I feel like we have very strong opinions when it comes to cheating, because I think we're just like, what's the point, right? Why would you like just throw away like however many years and of a relationship like that when it could have been ended like amicably, or like just have the decency to cut it off because you did love this person, right?
Correct.
Supposedly.
Yeah, like I have this like very strong opinion against it, because I believe that people can fall out of love with each other. I think that is human and fine and normal. But when you cross the line to cheat, then that just shows how weak your morals are lah. I mean, it's very easy to say like, okay, maybe I realize I start to have feelings for somebody else that is not my significant other. Then I'm just like, okay, shit, maybe I don't love this person that was my significant other as much as I thought I did. And then I'd be like, I need to peace out. Like I need to go.
Like don't act on it first.
Yeah, like
and then
leave
figure
first.
out. Yeah.
Save yourself the trouble, the drama. Like it's super frustrating also when you're the one who gets cheated on, and then the other person goes around to say like, basically spread rumors before you can even, because it happened to me, basically say shit before I could even say it, and then it becomes very ridiculous because you're like, dude, I was the one who got cheated on. Why like I have to defend myself now?
But if anything, it's more telling about how insecure they are lah. That they need to faster go and change this narrative because they were stupid enough to ruin the narrative to begin with. But yeah lah, I feel like at the end of the day, no matter how long the relationship was, even if it was a couple of months or even if it's a couple of years, like you need to have the decency to end it off, like just be an adult lah and end the relationship.
Yeah.
Like this was someone that at some point you loved, even if you fell out of love, even if now the relationship is so bad that you guys absolutely hate each other, before you act on anything, any other external source of whatever, you need to have the decency just as a decent human being, not even as a great partner or anything like that. So I feel like, but common sense is not common, right? So so it goes back to that lah. People are just stupid lah. Yeah. So I think like for me, like I can't speak on any personal stories lah, because I've dated assholes, but nothing like the only serious relationship I've ever had has been Shark, and I've been damn fortunate to date a man like Shark. So lucky me, but I have witnessed so much shit within like my friend groups and all the different different friends I've had over the years, since school, since everywhere. Like the stuff that I've seen or heard of is just so ridiculous. Like I've seen friends act on like external stuff, or like, oh, they just feel like they're falling or infatuated by someone else, and then they just fully like throw away something that's 4 or 5 years old without the decency of ending it and making sure they secure that new relationship first before they end their like OG relationship lah, which is so like, it's so calculative and gross and self-serving to like go and lock down someone new first, then go and end your old relationship. Big egg, It's like you cannot even survive one day being single. So
that's just them on being them being what?
That's just on them for being pathetic. Correct.
I'm so sorry. My brain.
but yeah, I feel like I've seen so many, and like I've seen friends that like are fully like well into like don't know how many years of fully being in a relationship, and then one drunken night act on their like stupid actions.
Oh, disgusting. You can't excuse shit for being drunk, okay?
Yeah, that's really stupid. You cannot excuse alcohol for shit behavior.
No.
Yeah. You cannot excuse alcohol. You cannot excuse shit behavior with alcohol. I'm saying. But
are we saying?
As we drink alcohol.
Are you listening? Have you been listening for the past however many minutes?
I don't know, I hope so. But yeah, I feel like I've just seen a lot of friends like act on like stupid impulse, like random moment stuff, and then just throw away their like relationship of don't know how many years. But I also think all these things did happen when I was like back in school, so we were significantly younger and like dumber, and hopefully all these people like
mature now.
Now they know that this shit they shouldn't do, I hope. But I've also had a friend who justified their cheating and brushed it off by even saying things like, well, if Jay-Z can cheat on Beyonce, and that was...
Are you Jay-Z or Beyonce?
Neither. But either way...
And if Ariana Grande can cheat, that doesn't mean anybody else can cheat. I'm disappointed in you, Ari.
Exactly.
I'm disappointed.
And this is why I also say this is why you cannot stand celebrities, because they're still human beings that are stupid and make mistakes.
I'm so upset.
And like... and I hate it when people say like, oh, like, if Beyonce can be cheated on, then what do I expect? Of course, I will have to be treated like garbage. No, Beyonce is not. Yes, she is beautiful, perfect, and to a lot of people, a superhuman. Yes, she is all those things. But she is still a woman that unfortunately dated a trash man, married a trash man who
Still
like
married to him though.
yeah, and his behavior cannot be like excused.
Cannot be justified. No.
Yeah, and you cannot like also excuse the cheating or shit behavior you experience because you're not Beyonce. Or like, you know what I mean? Like if Beyonce, if this can happen to someone that hot or that perfect, then I absolutely deserve the worst lah. No, like you need to have some self-worth, man.
Exactly.
Beyonce didn't deserve to be cheated on, neither do you.
Nobody does.
Exactly.
Nobody does, yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to begin the story sharing session.
Okay.
It's everything that you guys sent in, and I'm going to start by reading everything that I got on our Instagram DMs, okay?
Okay.
So let's read and react. Okay. I'm going to read word for word, huh?
Okay.
Fucker was married but waiting for BTO to complete, then divorce, and never tell me. They've broken up. Still not an excuse to not tell me. While we dated, he said it's an open relationship. Then when I was seeing other people, he not happy. Review my name if you want. His dick was small. Wait,
Wow,
so
icon legend queen. I love her.
Wait, basically she thought she was told it's an open relationship, so she was dating this person, and then he ended up being married and waiting for BTO to complete, so he
then
can get
he
a
can
divorce.
divorce her, yeah.
And then he just never told her that, but he just acted like he was in an open relationship the whole time while he cheated and made her the other woman basically. Ew.
Ick.
Also, like, can I just say, I feel like I have some level of opinions on an open relationship, but I don't want to come off as like discriminatory because it's not like I'm shitting on it, but I just cannot understand it, and I stand by the fact that I think there will always be some level of like insecurity or jealousy, or it will not be okay to some extent.
Yeah, it will be me. I will be the insecure and jealous one.
No, but I feel like I don't know. I feel
cannot,
like
I cannot.
okay, that's something that's obviously not something I would ever in my life consider, right?
Yeah.
But like, for people who successfully do it, I guess, do you have like a set of rules, or like, you know what I mean?
I was
Like,
gonna say, do you have a favorite?
wow, that's the thing. That's why I feel like you will always feel that way, even if you're in a throuple or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like you will always feel that way.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
to
know.
each his own,
Yeah,
as we
to each his
always
own,
say.
but-
To each his own. We don't shame, but it's just more like, okay, even the open relationship part, like, it's really the part that he has a BTO and then waiting for it to be built and then divorce.
Yeah.
Like, ew lah.
Loser eh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he got small dick.
Yeah, that was big loser energy already.
Yes, yeah.
Anyways, okay, next one. My uncle cheated on his wife, and when he remarried a much younger girl, he caught her in bed with another guy. Karma is a queen.
Karma is my boy.
He's a nice uncle, but not a good husband. I love that she said that.
Yes,
I know.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but-
mean, she said it the best.
Yeah.
Karma is my boyfriend. Karma
is my ass crack. Okay, so next one. Really cannot. Okay, next one. I know this girl who cheated on her boyfriend in 2020 by kissing another guy and started dating this new guy. And this guy cheated on her last year. He made out with some other girl. So you see, it just goes back to karma
is my
again.
boyfriend.
Next
Yeah.
one.
Oh my god.
My ex, who was a trainer at the gym, cheated on me with a gym member. Ew, did it
This is
happen
some
at the
what
gym?
pet shit.
Water pet. It's some water pet shit.
Sorry, inside joke.
I always say water
Yes.
pet.
What's a what pet shit? Ew.
Caught a neighbor of 20 years bringing a woman back home. This one damn thick skin. This one damn sick. You live in the same place for over 20 years and you do this shit.
People don't see.
Don't shit where you sleep, dude. Like, ew.
Yes, yeah. Ew. Don't eat where you shit also.
Correct. Just stop shitting in general. Just, yeah.
Don't cheat.
Yeah,
This one
ew.
also stupid. This is beyond cheating. This is just dumb.
This one is stupid. Yeah. Your whole neighborhood recognize you. You live there your
Yeah.
whole life. You do this kind of shit.
Exactly.
Like, stupid for multiple reasons. Ugh. Okay, next one is suspected my ex was cheating, told my amazing friends, and they did major CSI work. They found pictures with an unknown girl, confronted him, but he lied and said she was his cousin. Weirdly enough, she did look like his mother. So I let it go till a friend caught them making out. Turns out his mother also knew he was cheating and encouraged it. Sweet home Alabama vibes. You
Okay,
were.
on a very side note, like my friend had some Sweet Home Alabama shit happen to her. I'm not gonna tell her story because I didn't ask whether I could tell it, but hers was real Sweet Home Alabama shit because that girl was his cousin. But anyway, this one is fucking strange, and the mum encouraging it is very disgusting.
I think the mom probably encouraged it because the girl looked like her, which is so
Ew, that's worse. And if you guys
Oh.
watch The World of the Married, which Preeti probably hasn't, it's a K-drama.
Yeah, never.
Fuck man. This is literally it. Like The World of the Married, the lady got cheated on by her husband and all the friends knew. So all the friends are friends with the mistress. And
Is it the
him.
one then the mistress become the teacher, then they have a child?
They have a
They
child.
daughter?
Yeah.
Then the mistress like become the babysitter or something.
Something.
Oh my
like
God, I've
that.
seen
I kinda
snippets of this on
roughly-
TikTok.
I mean, I don't roughly lah, but like yeah. So basically, yeah, them messed up. It's messed up, and also ill look at the mum. Yucks.
Yeah, ew. What? There's a lot where people like are just traveling and like, you know, like after dating for a while and then they find out that their partner has a whole ass relationship in another country. So there's one where like they're doing LDR, surprised him in London to find out he was there pretending to be fully single. Another one where I found out she has a wife in Australia. Like it's really like
That's so
LDR
sad.
shit, other country shit, and then they just hide a whole ass relationship because they're not there, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. Wow.
Wow, very scary.
This one long. Let me read. The guy while with me was low-key waiting for his main bitch to be out of jail. Once she was out, kept going out with her, and my ex-fling called me to tell me that the boyfriend was cheating. But I'm like, denial is a river in Egypt. So
Your husband is gay.
So they kept cheating to a point where he posted a picture of them kissing. While he was still with me on his page, not his IG story, on his main page. We were together for 1.5 years. What? You posted a whole ass picture of you kissing someone on your feet, eh?
I need to do that
Ew,
now,
eh.
yeah.
What? I'm
It's just so unhinged. Why are people so unhinged?
Wow, I'm scared. Eh? People are gross. Eh?
It's insane, eh?
There's this girl who was a long-term good friend and was in my friend group, and she introduced her boyfriend of 3 years at that time to our friend group. And he integrated into our friend group, so they were poly sweethearts. So after we all graduated, she went to uni. But he didn't go to uni and went out to work instead. Whenever we went out, I would ask her how her and her boyfriend were, and she would always tell me they're okay. But one day, her boyfriend came to us and told her that she was being distant. They haven't went on dates in a month, and at the time she was calling her group of gaming friends and still made time to go out with her CCA friends while leaving her own boyfriend on red. We got her
on red.
We got her to call us and her boyfriend, and we confronted her about this situation. She kept saying she didn't know anything and all, and that they ended things immediately after she told us she kissed a guy and got together with him, and the whole time they were close. But we can't be certain if she was cheating on her boyfriend, but her boyfriend told us he wanted to propose to her and nearly ordered a ring for her.
Wow.
She also tagged us on her IG carousel post with her ex and her current boyfriend. Sloppy, messy.
什么来的?
I don't stand this kind of messy,
Yes, yeah.
messy queen, I guess.
Not queen. Hi, Maxi.
Hi.
Well, like this some mess. Oh, ew, girl, nor. It's just a no from me if you. Okay, so I mean, in my perspective, whether or not she cheated or not, it's still strange lah. Like very sus the timing, you know what I mean? I mean, of course, we can always speculate, jump to conclusions, blah blah blah. But it's still sus lah.
Yeah.
And then for her to post a picture with a new guy and then your ex guy, then in one carousel, like girl, find more pictures. I take more photos.
But also so sad. Can you imagine how desperate that guy had to feel to go to the friend group and like talk to them and be like,
so sad.
like, what can I do? She's not talking to me. Like it has to take you, like it has to be damn bad for you
I
to
feel so
resort
bad
to like
for him.
yeah, that's kind of sad.
And he was gonna buy a ring.
Very sad, very
Oh
sad.
mans.
Wow.
See, not only men are trash, girls can be too.
This one you know already is, yeah. Dated for more than 2 years, gave me a few STDs, claimed he didn't sleep with anyone else.
Then
No
where you
way.
get the STD from?
Wait. No way in hell I manifested chlamydia by myself.
You will get chlamydia and die.
Coincidentally, I got diagnosed with a cancerous condition. He cried and then ghosted me after. Fucking pussy. That's the exact words. That's fucked. That's so fucked
I have
up.
no words.
My only word is
Do you watch Mean Girls? You have chlamydia and die.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. Oh my god. Okay, first of all, I will have no. Wow.
Okay lah, but I will also say like, although people like, I think people can very easily say like, oh, like how will you not know that he's having sex with other people
Yeah,
if you got if he bring you STD, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I think like when you're in it in this situation, it's very
Yeah.
easy to like believe what they say because
Yeah.
you're like more invested in the relationship than anything else, I feel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't feel that, I don't feel that she's like dumb or what. I just think
Of
that
course, yeah.
it's just very ridiculous like he ghosted you after he cried. Please, man.
But also, it's so like, how gaslighty is that to like completely give someone an STD and to gaslight them into believing that it's not you? Then what? They got it from where? That's like that is the gaslighting of it all is so gross. And to find out that like after you did all this shit and you were so emotionally abusive to your partner already, and then when they're going through something and got diagnosed with something, you cry and then you leave them, you ghost them. Like, are you insane?
Yeah.
Like wow, how insecure do you have to be, yeah? This guy is a piece of shit. I'm sorry that this happened to you.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so this also marks the end of all the stories that got sent in on Instagram DMs. But now let's take a look at the anonymous ones, which I'm a bit
Anonymous ones
I'm
will
a
be
bit
scarier.
terrified to go through this one. It's a
Yes,
bit
yeah.
unhinged.
A bit.
Severely unhinged. Okay, so you guys sent in your cheating asshole stories on NGL, and this is completely anonymous, so I have a lot of stories. So let's get into it.
Let's jump right in.
Okay. Cheated on me and blamed me. When I asked him to end things immediately with one of the girls he cheated on me with, he told me I didn't consider his feelings and it's difficult to just end things. 2 years later, found out he got into a lawsuit for filming girls without their consent.
How about Big L? Big L for you, you loser.
This is what I call self-destruction.
Deadass, eh.
All the trash people at some point one will self-destruct one. So this is truly karma.
Wow.
Gross.
Piang eh.
Damn disgusting. Disgusting shit.
Child. Anyway, so
Literally child anyway, so. No thank you. Next. I was dating a guy for a month, really liked him and we did everything together, like sleep together and everything. Found out he was engaged to be married in the US. I was so angry that I sent all the nudes I had of him to his co-workers' emails.
Okay, love her.
Okay,
Okay, sorry, can't say that. That's kind of mean. That's revenge porn.
that's, yeah, exactly, pornography,
Yeah.
distributing porn, whatever, but slay.
Yeah. But
Okay.
like revenge porn is bad. But like,
Okay, honestly, I truly aspire to have the confidence she has to do something like this and be like, hey, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
But like, obviously, I think the revenge point is a bit much lah. But like
What I would do, I mean, me saying this rhetorically, obviously, what I would do is I would send the nudes, but to his fiance.
but she
Instead of
already
the
see
colleagues.
before.
No lah, but why would you have? Siao.
It's not, the intention is not to send her to show her his body. Stupid fuck. No lah, but I mean, I would, if anything, I would just screenshot like, I would send
Conversations?
all the evidence of
To the fiance lah.
yeah lah,
right?
like, but not news lah. I'll just send the evidence of him and I being together, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, just
not to the
fully-
colleagues lah, but to the fiance.
Yeah, and also like if that lady who is gonna marry him does not know, she needs to know, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's the intention, I guess.
Oh my god. Oh, ew, scary, ass scared.
Gross. Okay, next one. Him that I had trust issues from cheating. Also tried to downplay his cheating by saying nothing physical ever happened. My biggest regret in life was to marry this cheating asshole even after all the drama happened, only for this cheating asshole to constantly manipulate me and downplay my feelings by saying I have bipolar disorder and issuing me an ultimatum to get help from IMH, if not he will end the marriage. This happened less than 6 months after we had gotten married.
Oh my god.
I refused to go to IMH and suggested that we go for couples counseling instead, or I can go private counseling. Cheating asshole refused to compromise for both options and requested for a divorce, saying that he'll send the deed of separation soon. I waited for a year and nothing came till I eventually wised up and prepared the document to send to him. Currently waiting for the divorce now, which can only take place next year. Biggest mistake was to forgive this cheating asshole, and biggest life lesson was to be free from this cheating asshole and learn to love myself again. This toxic narcissist cheating asshole and his entire family really made me doubt my sanity and also gave me depression and low self-worth for the entire 4 years we were together.
Oh man.
So glad to be rid of them all. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Hey, cheers to her, man.
Good riddance to bad rap.
I'm so happy you're rid of this cheating asshole.
Oh my god, I'm so
Sorry.
I'm so sorry that you have to go through that. But like this, this story brings about another conversation that people often like to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Is emotional cheating really cheating? Because like the part of it that he said is that he never really cheat because nothing physical ever happened ma.
Yeah.
Right. So is emotional cheating really cheating?
I mean, yeah, because I feel like when you're in a relationship with someone, it's not just physical, what? It's also emotional, emotions, what? So you can't just like seek one aspect elsewhere
Yep.
and like just because you didn't do the other one, it's
Yep.
okay.
No, because
it's
I have
like,
sex with one girl, I can talk to 10 girls.
Yeah,
What? No,
no.
that doesn't work that way.
And yeah, fully like committing to someone else outside emotionally, and like how can you do that? Like, no, that's something that you do with the person that you are committed to. Like, you cannot give that part of yourself and just think it's okay because it's not sex. No, like,
Yeah.
and it's also like where do we draw the line, right? Like, is it just if someone gets you off, is that cheating? Yes.
Yes,
You know, it's
yeah.
not just oh, technically we didn't have sex, what?
Yeah.
Like, no, there is
Yeah,
no
yeah.
like, there's no rule book to how cheating looks or whatever. As long as you are doing something behind your partner's back and like whether it's emotional or physical like that, and it's you're doing it in full secrecy, they cannot find out because you know that it will make them feel some type of way. That is clearly all signs are pointing to you are probably cheating.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so I don't know. This like the fact that it's not physical is like, please go choke, man.
And honestly, that is a very common excuse with many,
Yeah.
many, like, not only men, but like cheaters in general. They will say like, oh, like, but nothing physical ever happened, ma.
Yeah.
But I think from my perspective, I also feel that like sometimes emotional cheating is worse in a sense that like it takes a lot for some people to open up to a single person about their whole world if you are in a relationship. Like, maybe some people got like family problems or like life problems or whatever that they don't even tell their friends, but they tell their significant other. Then when you actually open yourself up in this kind of situation, and then you end up like, you know, the other, like, not reciprocated by the other person, and that
Yeah.
emotionally cheating to somebody else.
Yeah, like seeking that elsewhere. That kind
Correct. Then
yeah.
that like kind of hurts more, I feel, sometimes to a certain extent. But
I guess it
obviously you
depends
can't really
lah, yeah.
equate like the feeling lah. But yeah,
Yeah.
just emotional cheating is cheating lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it depends on what you value more. But like either way, either one of
It's
it
cheating
is
lah.
cheating. Yeah.
There's no excuse for it.
Okay, next one. Not their story, but their friend's ex. So he cheated on her 5 times, maybe more. I don't know. I don't exactly know what he did each time, but here's the worst. He told my friend he was going to Thailand with his friends /solo trip, but he ended up meeting his ex and having sex with her. What the fuck?
Child. Anyway, so
Wow, you really damn losers, yeah. Like, it's damn lame. Like, really, the fact that I cannot. I feel like people get away with it so much because it's not in Singapore also. Yeah. And then they like go overseas, they do something, and then they get away with like, oh, boys trip, or solo trip, or like.
That's why so many girls, like, you may say they cray, but like when guys spend time with the boys, like, it's also fucking scary for a girl because you are just like, I feel like might be worried like these kind of things happen because there's so many of these kind of stories, you know what I mean?
Also, like, I guess people also sometimes use hanging with the boys as an excuse, but sometimes it's also very concerning for like the partner, the female partner maybe, or whatever partner. It's just like because you know what the boys are capable of.
Yeah.
So you're terrified because even if your partner you trust with your whole life and you know they're not like that, at the end of the day, you know you don't trust their company. You know, it's the same as like sometimes I feel like in a lot of hetero relationships, a lot of straight men don't trust their female partners with male friends.
Yes.
And it's not really because you don't trust your
them,
partner.
you don't trust the friends.
And you also know what men are capable of because you probably have some asshole men friends.
Yes,
You know,
that's
so
true,
like,
that's true. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
And it's also the same. Like sometimes I just don't really trust a certain female because I see of the way that they have behaved and what they're capable of doing, or like they have a track record of cheating or things like that.
Yeah.
So no way in hell I'll be comfortable if my significant other is spending a significant amount of time with them or like around them, even if it's not one-on-one.
Because we don't trust them, not
Yeah.
we don't trust the other people, not the significant other.
And as much as your significant other can like say no and put your foot down and whatever, you still don't know what someone else is capable of.
Yeah.
And if they're a trash person, it's likely that they'll go out of their way to do trash things.
Yeah.
Girls slid into my DMs. We had a lot of fun. She gaslighted me into thinking I had commitment issues. Turns out she was a pathological liar, had a girlfriend the entire time, was stringing 3 to 4 other girls along in Singapore and Australia, and all at the same time. And she didn't work, so she was very free to do these things. This person eventually connected with the main girlfriend. We both dumped her over FaceTime, and now she's probably still scamming girls, but not in Singapore, I hope.
Wow.
Wow, I cannot.
Chaotic.
How do people even keep up with like their multiple, like their 3-4 timing ways? It's so
Bro,
ridiculous.
like you talk to people on dating app, right? You talk to more than 3 guys, I tired already.
You talk to one human being already,
Very
no
tiring.
social batteries, yeah.
Even your own friends, so sometimes you're like, okay lah, I don't want to reply.
Yeah, it's like normal human beings like will be tired of this kind of shit, one. But then again, this person is a pathological liar, so they probably get off of like.
I have had a
stringing people
friend
along.
who dated a pathological liar. It was a very scary story, but not my story to tell. But pathological liars are terrifying as fuck.
Yeah, they're pathological.
They're very terrifying, and they, if you ask them, they will believe to the depths of their heart that they did not cheat. They will believe it.
Because they are completely in denial. They lie to the
Completely.
point where they believe that's the truth. It's
Yes,
so scary.
It's so scary.
Also, the next one. Cannot say it. it's
Cannot
okay.
say.
Okay, next.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, this one just a one-liner. Husband cheated on me with a student of his. Gross.
You think what?
eh.
Pretty Little Liars, ah?
Ew, yes, yeah, Ezra. Ew.
Ezra
But-
fits, eh.
Wow. Cannot, this is damn gross. Hopefully she wasn't underage though. That's even more disgusting.
Yeah.
But either way,
Gross.
wow, I cannot, this kind of thing damn gross. It's like your partner go to work also, you need to be stressed.
Yeah. Oh my god, I hate. And like that's the problem, right? Okay, like on the side note, like that's the problem that comes with a lot of cheating is that after you get cheated on, like you live the rest of your life and all your future relationships with trust issues.
Yeah,
And
it's emotional baggage that you carry for the rest of your
and
life.
it's so unfair to like project it to your next partner, but like you always have to think to yourself like, okay, this next person that I date is not my ex that like cheated on me. But like constantly if they do any little thing that like you might hint as cheating, whether they don't reply you or they don't
If they do anything that's slightly like
yeah,
triggers your
red
memory
flaggy.
of your ex.
Yes, and then you're like, oh, he's cheating on me. And which is so unfair to your partner because they're
Yeah.
gonna have to keep justifying like I'm not.
Yeah.
But like yeah, cheating people are horrible because you ruin your reputation, but you ruin your previous significant other's entire life. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also so sad. Cheating is never a one-off thing because it's that trauma stays with you for the rest of your life.
Yep.
And it really sucks ass because like obviously as one of Kai Ying's closest friends, like every time I see the way like she is like just when she talks to me about dating and relationships in general, and then like I'm obviously now because of her asshole ex, I have the responsibility as a good friend to have to constantly remind her that this person's not your ex. This person,
Yeah.
you feel this way because you've been cheated on. You feel this
it's
way
a
because
trauma lah, yeah.
yeah, and then I obviously will do whatever I can to also remind her lah that like no, like you obviously feel this way. I don't necessarily think this could be something good for you because I think it will be too reminiscent of your
sucks,
ex
right?
relationship. Like
Yeah.
and then it's like what the hell do we have to like take a million, like overthink a million more times when there's already things that we normally do.
Correct. And like
Stupid ass.
I don't know whether this is gonna make sense to anybody, but like a very triggering terminology that people like to say that I personally, Mimi, I really hate is when people say like, oh, you dodged a bullet. Like thank God like you didn't marry him, you dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
To me, my thought process will always be, why was there a gun pointed at me in the first place?
Correct.
Why did I have
Wow.
okay, clap for me.
Fuck it up, sis. Fuck it up.
Like what did I do so badly that there was a gun pointed to my face? Like, it's
Other
not-
than love a man, that's all you
Exactly.
did.
And it's not like I knew that he had a history of cheating, then I
Yeah.
still end up with him. Then
Yeah.
that one maybe you can say, oh, you dodged a bullet because like you've heard that he had done these things before. No lah, this one is like I'm just a young 17-year-old girl.
Yeah.
I fell in love with a guy and then thought I was gonna marry him and then suddenly, oh, you dodged a bullet, yeah. This is not Matrix, bro. I'm not trying to dodge shit, okay? Thank you.
Exactly.
Next.
Next. Sang a song for me on stage about how much he loves me and cheated on me the next day and lied about it for
day,
a
ah?
month. Next day.
Wow, say.
Fuck.
Impressive.
Wow, damn disgusting though.
My one is different. My one got a lot of guys dance for my friends.
Kai Ying is a dancer for context. She doesn't have friends that just randomly break out into flash mob dance.
Hey, how do you know that?
Oh, I think Maxi wants to join.
Maxi, what do you think?
She hates cheating
very
assholes.
sure,
Yeah,
very
she's not about their life. Come, Maxi. I was 7 months pregnant and my husband slept with a Thai girl numerous times and it's my best friend who caught him with that woman. Walao.
Good job to the best friend.
Can
for
I just
catching.
say that this is okay? So this was sent in anonymously, but I also have another story that came in via personal friend anonymously also. But they told me that their ex-colleague, was fully like pregnant, ready to pop. I guess also around like maybe being 7 months pregnant and stuff. And the husband fully cheated, and the rationale behind it was because they couldn't get sex from their partner. Ignoring the fact that they're heavily pregnant with their child And because they couldn't get sex from them, they had
They go
to
and
seek
find
it
somewhere
somewhere
else.
else. Yeah, seek it from somewhere else.
That's the rationale lah.
Yeah. And that
More
is a
common than
common
you
theme.
think, yeah.
No, it's a common
Yeah.
theme that has come up a lot when I was reading through
Yeah.
the anonymous messages.
That messed up lah. Like you impregnated your wife. You think she chose
Yeah.
to be pregnant? You think women want to be pregnant for 10 months carrying a baby? No, right?
But then again, maybe she did agree to it. Maybe this was a agreement, and you both wanted to have a kid, and that's
no,
like
no, exactly. But like you
Yeah.
also were played a part in impregnating her. So
Yeah.
why are you acting as if because I can't get sex? Then is she getting sex? No, right?
And the thing is, why do you think she can't have sex? Maybe she doesn't fucking feel like it because she
Holding
is
your
like,
child in her womb.
she is probably like what 10 kg heavier, having a massive belly with a human being inside there.
Exactly. Maybe her
it's
back fucking hurts.
Yeah, maybe it's extremely uncomfortable and she cannot.
excruciatingly painful.
She can barely even fucking go to bed at night, but she's supposed to have sex. Like that's
women are not
maddening.
here just so you to have sex, dude.
Yeah, they're not here to serve you, and they're already carrying your goddamn child. The least you
Figure it
can
out
fucking do
yourself.
is
You
figure it
have
out.
your right hand.
Yeah.
Ew,
Stupid, damn stupid. Ugh. 3 years into my relationship, I was at the worst arc of my law after my dad passed, depressed AF, sex drive basically non-existent. My ex-partner told me that they went on with 2 other people and proceeded to have the breakup talk with me because I didn't give them enough sex. Same fucking bullshit. You don't have to be pregnant. You just can literally say no to sex. And then your partner will seek it somewhere else if they are trash, man.
I completely understand that. It's just very ridiculous because it's just very interesting sometimes that men expect that out of you. I mean, I always believe this thing, like when you're in a relationship, like different people have different sex drives, like whether it's like stronger, weaker, whatever. Like it's like you can complement each other or be opposites. Like you just need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
But it's the very fact that like if your sex drive is low and then because you're going through shit or like you're busy or you're stressed out, which is very normal human bodily function, like to just that's the first thing that like goes, like you don't think about that, you're thinking about your work life stress, right?
And it's like people need to understand that it's also a biological thing that sometimes
Yes, you
even
can't
if
help it.
even if you want to, and
Yeah.
if you wanted to with your partner or whatever, and you tried to, you physically cannot
Cannot.
get yourself in the mood. You cannot
Exactly.
physically bring yourself to actually do the
Exactly.
act of having sex.
Yeah, and it's a biological thing, like what Preeti said. And like
Yeah.
to be very honest with you, like it's as simple as a conversation.
Yeah.
It's as simple as a conversation, and stop assuming that it's just because she doesn't feel that she's sexually attracted to you anymore. It could be so many other reasons why you don't
Dude.
ask and then you go and cheat.
She literally, like, what the fuck? Her dad literally died.
Exactly.
And she was depressed.
Yeah.
Like,
and like for you not to catch on to that, that's also a bit like what the fuck.
for you to even expect your partner to do anything for you after they lost a parent,
Just ick.
like, it's just, dude, give her a
Disgusting.
goddamn break, you know, like, not go cheat on her, like, and then gaslight her by saying cause he couldn't get it from her, like, disgusting shit lah. Honestly, your partner doesn't exist to serve you and there to like fucking be your sexual object. Like, really,
Exactly.
go
I
to
hate.
hell.
Wow, go to hell. Really?
Damn
Bye.
disgusting.
Bye bye.
Okay, next one. This one is clearly sent in by someone significantly younger than us.
Okay.
Fresh out of secondary school, me and him spent a lot of time together during the November-December holidays, even going out multiple times a week. And because we were some of the few people who were not traveling lah. We were official, and he gave me a stuffed toy and a Sephora gift card for 1 month together.
Okay.
It was cringe, but it's proof that we were definitely official. I don't think it's cringe. It's
It's
okay.
not cringe. I mean, you're young.
And it's 1 month. This person bothered to do
A stuffed
something.
toy and a Sephora gift card.
Damn, I'll get it for
Anybody
you.
listening?
Me. We were definitely official. He got into NJC through track and field DSA, so he was attending the CCA before the rest of his cohort. Then about a month into JC, he blocked me. Okay, he blocked her, and it turns out he started dating another girl from his class and his CCA.
So she's still in secondary school when he's in JC.
I think they
right?
both graduated, but he entered
but
school earlier
because
than
of
everyone.
CCA. Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
because of
yeah.
track and field. So,
Okay.
so yeah, he started school earlier, so I guess that's how he met the person that he started cheating with lah.
Okay.
So she ended up DMing him on Instagram because he did not block her there, but everywhere else. And then she thought it was a mistake lah, because why would my boyfriend of 2 months randomly block me? Turns out he tried to gaslight her by saying we were never official.
Oh shit.
And saying that he thought we were just a situationship.
This situationships, another whole conversation.
This whole time, I asked him about all the gifts, the monsaries, the outings, and he just says he's just affectionate, but never saw her as his girlfriend. I even met his brother leh. Anyway, he blocked me again, and now he's dating this new girl from his track and field CCA and NJC, and I'm in TJC, single, sad face.
You're in TJC slaying, girl.
That's
not
true.
because you're
That's true.
single doesn't mean you're sad, okay?
Yeah, and you shouldn't be, because like
Who
truly,
wants a man that like blocks you after 2 months? The fuck?
this guy trying to feel someone, he confirm running away from his insecurities, okay? So anyways, the fact that he has the audacity to say he just gave her gifts because he's affectionate. Wow, so affectionate that you needed to share it with another woman, huh?
Ew, eh.
Gross, disgusting shit.
Ew. Oh, I tell you, this kind of people just it's really about instant gratification. You get what I mean? Like, because y'all spend so much time together in that 2 months that y'all were dating, supposedly to him.
Yeah.
Like, he feels that like he was very affectionate to you, and then after that he moved on with another girl.
I think just because he got attention somewhere else,
Exactly.
he enjoyed it.
Correct. And it's always about like the proximity lah. Like, she don't see you around already. He's in another school ma.
Yeah.
Never mind. Don't need one. Don't need.
Yeah,
guys
wow,
like
you're
that.
better
Really
off,
don't need.
yeah. Go start fresh in your new school. Go
Correct.
be happy.
Find cuter guys.
Yeah, people who also are closer to you and not gonna do stupid ass things and
Yeah.
act affectionate and
Yeah.
gaslight you.
But I would say focus on school, because now you just started JC.
Correct.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's a very important. I mean, it's fantastic. Like, focus on yourself, girl.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best thing that you can do, because that's more important.
You have your whole life to let it get ruined by men.
Yeah, don't worry. It's
I'm
a
kidding,
long.
just kidding. But
It's a long way to go, babe.
No, but can I just say, the one thing that I'm very like, the one thing that I keep like telling myself, and that I feel like I'm so fortunate that this happened to me, was the fact that I spent almost my entire 20s and like my teen years lah, like late teen years, just always being upset that like nobody ever loved me, or like always seeing everybody around me in relationships, and always telling myself that I will never be loved lah. And that was such a shitty feeling, and I cannot believe I did that to myself for so many years. I think a good 10 years. And then eventually I got into my first relationship at 26. And as that happened, and I'm in the relationship now, and as that's happening, I'm like, yo, I'm so glad I got into a relationship significantly older than all my peers, because
And you learn from all your peers' mistakes, actually.
correct.
Yeah.
I learn from all their mistakes. I make sure the same things. Of course, you will make your own mistakes. You will never be perfect, but
course,
you
yeah.
learn from all the mistakes that you've already seen and lived through once amongst all your friends. And you will never do the same shit that you see your friends do, and how they have fucked up their own relationships. You will never do that again, or like repeat that, you know.
Yeah.
And you also like, you make your own mistakes, but you are also way older, and you approach it with so much more maturity.
Yep.
And like, arguments are now conversations. And like, when I realized that, like the first time I ever had like an argument with Shak, you know, I think it was a conversation. I think we need to talk about this. And then we scheduled a time, or the next time we saw each other, we made sure to sit down and talk. And it was so like healthy, and obviously,
Mature.
obviously there's some level of like, we can learn and do better all the time.
Yeah.
But like, it was some level of like, doing that made me realize that like, wow, I'm so glad I got into this relationship much older,
Right.
because it's so different. Like, just observing how we communicate, everything was just so nice lah. So yeah, please, you have the rest of your life,
You have the rest of your life.
20s to
Really,
meet someone,
really.
get out of school, live
You
your
do
best
you,
life
girl.
first.
Yeah, just you do you. Yeah.
My ex was cheating with phone sex operators. Bracket, still got meh. Anyways, I found out because I found out because I asked the telecom company for a breakdown of our calls from our landline, and called back a sus numbers that were dialed when I wasn't home.
Wow.
This was a few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Wow, this wasn't... Okay, the fact that you knew something was up for you to even ask the
Dude,
telecom
everybody got
company-
sixth sense one.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
I really believe that. There is sixth sense one.
Also, like, how stupid do you have to be to cheat? Your partner literally knows everything about you, and this person is supposed to be like your person. They know you to some extent. You have to be
They read
damn
you like a
stupid.
book, bro.
Yeah, and you're just stupid to still like do this kind of thing, assuming that they of all people in the world won't know.
Another thing that's damn stupid. Why you use the landline? Huh? Next.
Because probably like free, like probably got
No.
unlimited calls for
No,
outgoing
no.
landline or what.
Stupid.
The dumbass probably didn't want to be tracked to his handphone number, but he's stupid because your landline literally
Landline
tracked
even
your
worse.
home, bro. Boy said he was due for enlistment in October. When we quarrel, he will go MIA for days, but he was always MIA for the whole day and will only text me between 1 to 3 a.m., the witching hour. After
the witch. Alright.
and then he will say like he's out with his friends, that's why he can only text at that time lah.
Okay.
Turns out he was with his ex, and his enlistment was so he can go AWOL from Monday to Saturday with his ex and
Shit.
still have me.
Shit. That's
Wow.
some next level psycho shit. Like,
This
he's a
one-
psychopath.
This one can complain to MINDEF? We call and report.
Hello.
He using this as excuse, yeah. He fake enlistment What a loser.
Give him longer enlistment. Instead of 2 years, he go 4 years.
Yeah, please, might as well get rid of him, please.
What the heck? Oh my god.
Oh, that's psycho
That's damn psycho.
I cannot with these people who really come up with this kind of lies. And like, I swear your lies will forever catch up. And
Yes.
it will always come back to haunt
Yes.
you forever. You will
Yes.
never ever like
I strongly believe
yeah.
karma is my boyfriend. Just kidding. But karma will happen. Really, is what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
Right? Like they cheat on you, right? And then like you live your life being like when sad and whatever. Like, I'm not joking about that. I was sad for a long time after I got cheated on.
Yeah.
I was single for many years after that. And after that, karma caught up, and then I was just like, yeah. I guess life is fair. You
also
know,
like I mean from the looks of this
the
fucking
looks
me
of
lah.
it, lah.
From the
The
looks
of it, him.
of him, his life clearly went downhill without you. Anyways,
It's kinda true.
Okay, next one. So apparently I had a hallmate who was together with her boyfriend for a few years,
Yep.
and she found out that he was cheating on her with 2 to 3 other girls. He would change his SIM card on weekends to avoid getting caught. Walao eh. You damn freeze, yeah.
Not tiring, man.
Yeah, like I cannot the fact that you rather like use your mental capacity to do this kind of shit rather than just
change SIM
be
card need
happy.
to like poke the thing.
Yeah, so this idiot walking around with that SIM card, that freaking pin, that SIM
no,
card.
like us, I use the earring.
Excuse me, I bet you he's stupid. He don't even know he
Correct.
can do that.
He go around with his wallet. Okay, go and check your boyfriend's wallet. If your boyfriend's wallet is like got the SIM card pin,
You better break
you
his
better
phone
break
in
his
front of his
no
face.
break his SIM card.
You better use the pin, take out the SIM card, break the SIM card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then if he's used
Then you
one of
cannot
those
use at all, eh.
Androids got dual SIM, you better break both SIM
If
cards
got eSIM, break the phone.
on his head.
Wow, but quite xiao sia. Walao, change the SIM card, bro. Effort.
Hey, wild, that one wild, insane.
I give it to him for effort, but I will also give it to him one time.
Yeah,
straight.
I was break the phone on his head, I tell you first. Okay. This person say what? Okay, never mind. Skip. I am the asshole who had a relationship with a married guy for years. Dumb, naive bitch me who didn't know how to value herself and worship the guy who doesn't know how marriages work. This was almost 10 years ago. I went to therapy, worked on myself, and now I'm happily married with a kid. Well, I'm very glad that you're happy now.
Yeah.
But I also think you need to not use words like call yourself dumb, naive, bitch you, because Kai Ying also says this shit about herself. And it's damn annoying because I know I get it I call myself the meanest words. I get it. I also need to learn from this.
Self-deprecating things
But
lah,
but yeah, we really need to. This shit was 10 years ago somehow. Please, you were obviously young. You don't need to call yourself dumb and naive and all these things. All you did,
You live
like
and
I
you learn
said,
lah.
was trust the man and
And
fall in
love
love.
a guy lah, yeah.
All you did was fall in love. You did nothing wrong and you were not dumb and naive. And how are you supposed to find out that this person has a whole ass marriage that they're hiding from you? Like that's the last thing you expect when
Correct.
you just are busy falling in love with someone. Like that's like we can't go into everything expecting the worst, but obviously a lot of us do that now because we've been scarred lah.
Yeah.
But
It's not the
yeah.
trauma thing. Okay.
Well, I'm very
Yeah.
glad you are happily married now and you have a kid. Okay, next one. My ex, who was a gym trainer, cheated on me with a gym member. Wow, another one.
Another one?
His excuse was that I didn't spend enough time with him and I wasn't putting in effort, which was obviously bull.
Triggering.
I was in my final year of uni and made effort to bring him lunch with my own allowance almost every day while rushing my FYP.
Shit.
See, this guy don't even know how to cook his own fucking food. Then he want
Uh,
to cheat.
Let me just tell you that like it's very fucking ridiculous when they tell you you don't give them enough attention anymore, blah blah blah. It's like you're clearly like not running around going meeting your friends or whatever, you're in school and everything, and it's the very fact that if they don't understand that is why you're busy, or if they feel this type of way that you are busy and not giving them time and don't open their fucking mouth to say,
Yeah.
and then they run off and go and cheat, that's not an excuse. There's no excuse for that.
A lot of things can be solved with simple communication.
Exactly. You
If-
can make time.
Yeah.
You can explain to him why you need more time during this
Yeah.
period. It's clearly that they just want to find a reason. And then
Yeah.
their reason is,
A
because you
shitty-ass
got no
reason
time
lah.
for me.
Yeah.
Shut up lah. Piang eh.
No, thank you. It's so lame though. No, I think it's like, how needy do you have to be? And like also, I think you're right. At the end of the day, it's just you don't know how to communicate and you just give some shit excuse to like, oh, I cheated because I didn't get enough attention from you.
Yeah.
And then it's just your only way to justify your shit behavior.
Like
honestly.
I always feel that if let's say you feel that your partner or somebody you're talking to is distant, like you can just very casually just say like, oh, I feel I didn't speak to you this whole week. Yeah. Like I feel that we didn't have any conversations. Then
Yeah.
if they reply back and say like, oh no lah, sorry, I was busy this week lah, or no, I was feeling not great this week, and then
Yeah.
you can just reply back and say like, yeah, but next time if you feel that way, you can tell me, then I
Yeah.
won't feel abandoned. That's all you have to say. But if they dismiss you, then if you question someone and they dismiss you, then that's a different story lah. Then
Yeah.
then obviously if you really feel that way, you should end it before you move on to anything.
Yeah.
But like everything can be solved with a conversation.
Yeah,
You're not
and
children. Yeah.
Exactly, and even if the conversation is unproductive or what,
At least
like,
you said something also, you know?
at least your feelings were somehow communicated finally, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of you acting out and expecting someone to read your mind.
Exactly. Ridiculous. Ew.
Next, this one you're not ready for the shit.
Oh, no.
My ex cheated on me with another girl where they met on a silent retreat.
They never talk, then how they...
Fuck.
Eye contact.
The fucking penis go into the vagina need to talk one, man.
That one got sound also what? Not silent. Ah.
Not with your mouths.
I mean, silent retreat got sound means silent
Eh,
completely.
I hate them, I hate them so much, Eh, first of all...
What is a silent retreat?
First of all,
Wait, I
fuck you
Google.
for going on a silent retreat by being a cheating whore, okay? First of all, F you for that. I hate this kind of righteous asshole. You will go to this kind of thing, act like you want to find yourself lah, act like you damn spiritual, you need to like, silent retreat, I need to be one with myself. Then why do you accidentally slip and fall into someone's genitals?
What is a silent retreat for people who don't know, aka me? Silent retreats encourage participants to take a vow of silence for a given time. That means no talking during meditations, as well as during meals, yoga, journaling, reading, and other activities. So when they have sex, they cannot talk lah.
Yeah, but they're journaling. I damn
Imagine
angry.
you.
I damn angry, sir.
Fucking then you right.
Wow, I'm damn
Then you
offended.
just say, he's so good. Then you show.
Oh yeah. Harder.
Faster.
Whoever you are, F you, okay? I hope you're listening to this. If you know who this person is, send him. Please send him.
You're
Anyways.
faster. He's like, yes, baby.
Ew. And then next time, I'm done. I can't ready. Disgusting
No, it's I
shit.
came.
No, he's stupid enough to write it. We have unfortunately come to the very abrupt end of this episode because you guys sent in so many stories that we are going to continue everything in part 2. So stay tuned for episode 9, part 2, where we continue dissing cheating assholes. Thank you for watching.